Alright guys, we got an update on the 66 Nova. It's all together. Cold side's in. Wiring is in. CO2's plumbed. We're going to do a initial startup here in a few minutes. Test everything, test all the outputs. Make sure everything works as it should. Let me turn the power on real quick. One of my favorite parts about the car, however, since it's a street car, is it does have interior lights that work with the doors. The only downfall is that you actually have to have sunglasses whenever you open the doors on this car, which is why we provide here at Dragwire sunglasses for the customer. We'll just hang these right here for Bill, and he'll be good to go whenever he opens his doors. He'll have his glasses there, and he won't get blinded by this interior light. Well, it runs, that's a good sign. Makes oil pressure. Don't see anything crazy going on. I'm gonna load some data here from after the first startup. See if we can check a few things, make sure everything is working right. The main thing I want to check is EGTs, make sure all the cylinders are firing. Probably help if I turn the ignition on. Alright, there's our EGTs. All the cylinders are pretty even. Good sign. These are all firing. You can see all of our data here. We don't have a pan vac set up yet. There wasn't a bung in the valve cover or the valley plate to put a sensor in it. It's wired for it, but it'll have to go to a fab shop and have that sensor added. But this diagnostic panel is super cool because you can hit, I'll just say, trans brake button, which is going to be our 2-step. You can see it turn on, turn off, so you can check all of your inputs and outputs right here. Where's our staging button? There's a staging button. You can see it turns on and off. So the diagnostic panel is really nice to be able to watch all of your pressures, your temperatures, your inputs, outputs, make sure everything's working right. So everything seems good here. This car will be leaving today. It's gonna head to ATD for a tune, probably put on the hub dyno, tune it. This car should make around 2,000 horsepower, full tilt, which it is a dual fuel car. I don't know if I told you before, it's a dual fuel car, so it runs off of methanol or pump gas, which is why it has the 16 injector setup. But that's it for this car. This car is heading out today, and then next car is Turbo John's car, which we gotta get rolling on because he has a race in just a few weeks. We're gonna redo everything in this car. Everything's gonna be brand new as far as wiring. We're gonna mount the Dominator somewhere in this area. We gotta mount the relay board somewhere. I was talking about running the bulkhead right through here initially, but I don't like the way it's gonna lay out by the engine. It's gonna be too tight right here, so I believe we're gonna do the bulkhead more in this area and run it over the valve cover and then feed everything to the engine. I'm super excited about getting this car wired. There will be lots of updates on his car, so definitely stay tuned for this one.